It's week 5 of the NFL. And at center stage, it's the Raiders' versatile run. He's coming off a track meet kind of week, just yards and frequent trips to the end zone. It's the Raiders and the Chiefs on Monday night.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits, that's saying something.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the 9th-year QB out of Eastern Illinois, author of 2 magical playoff runs in the last 3 seasons, Jimmy Garoppolo.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception, didn't have a touchdown to offset it, but the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Here we go.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers for Sanders last week, 14 carries, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
That's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it leads to huge games for him. Other times, people carry one more else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
Here we go. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
On action, it's Garoppolo. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line. 19 yards to pick there. Move chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Raiders are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, an absolute shock quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
Cut. Ready?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line.
Both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave him some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed him off with that run.
On second down, it's Myers. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 right at the 9-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain first here. They'll gain 3rd and 2. This will complete to Curtis Samuel. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Myers. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They're up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up to the air. And he's going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Sees it, rips it, there you go.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Myers. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throwing the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They fake as they set up throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it, and the Chiefs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So this is something we didn't see a lot from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
That's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back on his no on that as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here we go.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Caught at the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They give him a gain of 38.
Running backs in the game, they just to them or maybe dump passes. This guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. And a good game here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up first goal.
Unit under the first marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. To the tight end and complete. It's Sternberger over the middle. Touchdown! Jay Sternberger, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs use the early turnover to get on the board first in this one. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the coordinator? He told us.
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Second drive of the game coming up. Las Vegas offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and put it in the box and get your offense moving.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch so far, man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you throw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, That ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
They'll run on first down. Myers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together and catches it and goes on the sideline.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Up the middle they go. Myers. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now back to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
Back to throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row for the pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than running through the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And this has no chance. It's no good well. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker as to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
So here are the Chiefs to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Looking forward to it. You're all smiles over.
Oh, you can hear my smile on that play.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead the 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They find some open field here. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
I know should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But when the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to it.
Digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
2nd and 5. Jefferson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football. This offense finding its legs. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Myers, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them big, but still all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And the Chiefs are going to get it. John Franklin Myers, the run in there to drop it. And just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's when we turn you around and say, oh, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown Raiders. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy would make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. That time a 6-play drive. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. This offense returns to the field, and the former Penn State star Miles Sanders, we're going to look at him. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season. right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield to create answer blocks for them.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete. It's Anderson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Garoppolo looks to throw. It completes it once more to Anderson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo, and that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the step this defense needed to get them back on track. They were pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that position, now that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on. It's just to return. It's a return following a punt of 42 yards. And the Raiders will take over. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to watch for.
Thinking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And that's caught left side by Mo Alley Cox.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold guard.
You wonder why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
He'll drop to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
On 1st down, it's Myers, and he'll get this up to about the 40. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Meanwhile, here's a second down throw. Knocked away.
Well, certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards in the stiff move.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down, and that's what he just did.
They'll run on first down. Myers, and a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 63 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Let's go. Ready.
On first down, it's Myers. A good run at 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're getting.
That's in. Touchdown, Raiders. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You have 3 tight ends on the field. They're going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop it.
It doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
McPherson now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. As he sends the way. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And that 14-0 lead to be the ballgame, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park. And I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run out, and they had again.
Yeah, Anderson looks the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know it's going to be in traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get down.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. It's 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On first down, Garoppolo. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the cap, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
And you know when that play call came in, eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. He'll air this one deep for Anderson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they're going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season. But this is a matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Back to throw now on first down. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain. 13-yard line, another first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number? Really good game for a receiver. So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The end result, 21 yards.
And that was good protection. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
It's showtime, baby. Let's go. Okay, ready?
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 33. Up the middle they go. Myers. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Myers, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Ready?
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And the Raiders are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies and routes.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get a second touchdown.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. And they'll run again. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Raiders have moved out in front. McPherson on for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Chiefs off now, making their way back onto the field. Still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but really right partner. One of the things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, but I think they were in standard, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
And McPherson on for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating with the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now it's away. Take it in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. The Sanders has got it complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Here we go.
From the 38, Garoppolo. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. Now it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And that's 2 big catches that he's had on this drive alone.
And I can hear it right now. If they give him a 3rd to him, whoever does that, go stand on the other sideline. You're persona non grata on our team.
Here we go.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 50 as they on 1st and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Raiders are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading on the field again. He's in zone. Already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that. And
He does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 this games, we need to up that a little.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to. 1 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I love the whole. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
It's showtime, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo, where it was the Bills pick up the victory at home. Jalen Hurts, terrific in the victory, as his guys up their mark to 4-1 now. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And it was the visiting San Francisco 49ers that come in and get the victory. Marcus Mariota, terrific in the victory, as his guys up their mark to 4-1 now. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado. See what's happening with the Broncos. And they fall in that one to the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Desmond Ridder leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. On now to a check on the next-gen stats for the Raiders in that first half. And a big part of their success on the scoreboard is their success in the running game. Over 100 yards as a team in those first 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, there's a look at what they were able to throw in the football. And they'll need to get here as they trail here at the break. The final adjustments taking place here for both of these squads. They're about ready for the second half in Kansas City. And for the call, we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already and hit the football here as the second half is now underway. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shot downfield.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
On second down now, it's Myers. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to them and go play action, but other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Here's A.J. Cole now. And the way this offense is moving the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, think you're fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing the corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing as well.
Garoppolo's through, taken in here by Chase. That'll give him 8 that time. And 3rd and 8 now.
Here we go.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Got him. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Okay, I'm not sure you can actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. On the return is Williams. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll leave him with a third and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here. On third down, Myers. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. 114 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. This offense, number 1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because you can picking up first downs, sustaining drives. That means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
Come on.
They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll roll him out right. And this one too low.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Drop 50. 19 tight. 7 Pirates. 19 Lions. 50 Mavericks.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And it's knocked away and complete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's incomplete. He took a shot, couldn't connect.
As his old brain remembers, expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. Hey, Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Garoppolo on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. He's been a busy man here at this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Sanders toss left side. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Throwing now is Garoppolo. That is caught by Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain there of 21 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Open man is chase complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. He's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Garoppolo now. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Dallas Goedert from 6 yards away. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination. Yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Santos now to add the PAT. He's got it in the back with a touchdown at 28-21. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
He's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see it back. Just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there's going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
On the 6. Now left.
On second down, it's Myers, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Ready. Madden 50.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. That he's taken down. A cheap sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting it back on the sand.
The lessons will continue. This rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Now the throw on 3rd down, not to incomplete. Jay Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. In trouble, and he's taken down. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
This dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and decided to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Back to throw here. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. Returnable here from the 38. Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You probably got more people from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitch again. He's had a good game.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
You certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And they will cut down, but not forget the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Third down. So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback. And he tried the ball and picked up a first down.
That run on first down. Myers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they were close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Complete. Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down about the 33.
That's tough to play zone defense. They can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. We can talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find a soft spot like that?
Because what they will do is routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards it. And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds his man complete. That's Myers. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. 2nd and 6. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Justin Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Raiders are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had a strong arm.
That part was he could have throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
McPherson now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. KC's offense ready to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team I've ever talked to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
28 yards the game there on the catch and run.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And a good job of beating Drew one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Garoppolo. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Going for it with Sanders. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Holding offense.
Well, there have been a ton of.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here and they still get caught.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Over the middle, that's by Chase. This will be a game up 8 to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Raidersons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? Good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. To the Pro Bowl guys, what a game we've experienced watching this one.
Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? It's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On first down, it's Myers. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on the clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You taking charge.
They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll keep it on the ground. Myers. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set it down. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The slot man in motion right. I'll switch it up here and look to throw. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second and 3. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football. Worked so hard to get his feet down inbounds, trying to do the toe tap. Like my dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really?
Yeah, that he is.
How about that? What about young Bayless?
No, it did not. It did not cross.
It didn't carry over.
No, it stopped right there.
Meanwhile, on third, a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out there. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So that almost the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Robbie Anderson making his way back onto the field. They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now, because you're getting more than first down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Yeah, that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. And now here is another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run on first down. Myers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 40-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Inside handoff here to Ricard. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
I know this game's winding down and people are getting tired, and that's when you really want a big body guy running the football. But I have to tell you, watching him run it, I wonder why they don't use him more earlier in the game.
Yeah, those bigger guys here late in the game, you're trying to protect the lead, usually not as fumble prone either.
No, that is so true because they are taught. Take care of the ball as you surge forward, and you often see them with both hands wrapped around it when they go through the line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got this to Jefferson. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson, 36 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, and I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And lead is now 24. Setting now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Chiefs now. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. To throw is Garoppolo. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. That one complete to Anderson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Miles Sanders with his second touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit. Garoppolo looking to throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the two. There's some hopes alive as we're back to a two-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Myers, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Time, and that means you got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On second down now, it's Myers. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea. They can get the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be, we're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Now it's the back, Bridgewater. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And this is what here. Looked like he was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Mason. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Mo Alley Cox. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Bridgewater here to throw. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
McPherson on for the point after. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. A desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Take it at the 37. Williams loses the football. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Las Vegas, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills.
This player's development trait is hidden. Put him in your lineup and evaluate him on the field to unlock his true potential.
What's up? You rock with the singer, and I'd like to welcome you to the Red